Hello, everybody. Today I'm going to make another YouTube video. This is no script, just something that I've wanted to attempt to talk about. I think in these first few videos that I do here, it's not going to be very good. I'm just kind of trying to get an idea and a feel for what this is going to be like. But today I want to talk, I have an actual, prompt, I guess. I want to talk about figuring things out for yourself and creating your own opinions for yourself on literally anything. I This is something I've personally struggled with in the past, and is something that now that I've changed it, I've seen it is incredibly beneficial to just understand this and to be able to do it. I am somebody who used to always, look up the this kind of gets into perfectionism, but I used to look up, oh, the best training method for this, or the best way to get better at this skill, or the best way to do this, that, this, whatever. All that shit. Used to always just try and perfect it. I'd spend more time researching how to be good at something than actually trying to go and be good at something. And that's more on the literal sense and thinking of it in a skill, mastering a skill sort of way. But I also want to apply that to opinions and what you think of things. I don't know, we have this idea that you find these role models, these people you look up to, and then, which is good, it is, but it's good if you can look at somebody, figure out what you like about that person, what you want for yourself from that person. Oh, they do this, I want to do that too. But in context, it's got to be in context, and you have to be able to see the whole picture. You can't be like, oh, I like this person, I'm going to do everything exactly the same way as them, and hopefully I'll get the result that I want. That's unrealistic. It's silly to think like that. But that is something that I feel like has I feel like is very common though, where you have kids looking up to these people and just copying everything, wanting to be like them, and it doesn't work like that, and we seem to not be able to, I guess, make that differentiation there. But yeah, and I think it's just not good to have that mindset where because I know for me, there's been times where like today I went and played basketball. I could have watched an hours worth of videos on how to perfect my form or whatever. Which is good. It's good to use outside resources and to get information, but you have to go do the thing. This is with skills, I guess. You have to go do the thing. You will not get better until you do the thing. And everybody has different ways of learning, different ways of progressing in things. So some tip or skill that might work for Joe over there, all right, when you try and do it, it might not work for you. And then you might end up trying to force yourself to do that thing that you heard because, oh, it worked for Joe. No, figure things out on your own. Figure out what works for you. And this is gonna rope into another video that I want to make about just being yourself. But yeah, be your damn self. Figure out what you want to do, what you like, how you want to do it, how you want to learn, how you want to get better. It is up to you. Everything is up to you. And that is something that I've only just started to grasp or even comprehend, I guess. But then also yeah, opinions. I feel like people, they'll hear these popular opinions mostly online or through real life people who heard it online. And you just hop on this bandwagon for these opinions that don't fucking matter in the first place, but let's say they do matter. You didn't decide it for yourself. You that's, I feel like, a lot of the issues that occur in society with people just losing their shit at each other. It's like we're hearing the story through a story through a story. We're not, most people who have the I don't want to get into politics, but political opinions, oh, you hear through the fucking grapevine about this thing that happened, and because it's been through four different people already, you're not getting accurate information. You're not able to determine what you think about the situation because you weren't there for the situation, or you didn't get all the details. And that's what I feel like. If people were just a little bit more aware of how they're making their opinions, or if they just be able to think for yourself, look at a situation, look at it from all the angles you can, and then determine what you think about it with the context that is given, and understand that you might not always have all the context for the situation. You need to be able to determine whether or not you do, or if you have enough context at all. I just feel like that it is a very fundamental skill that is getting washed away or polluted, or yeah. But yeah, you see just anything that happens, you have to be able to figure out what you think about that situation. And I mean, yeah, it's specific to you because you're your own person. You think what you think, but you can't let it be so. What's the word? You can't be so impressionable. Like I feel like that. I feel like we're very impressionable now, and it's not good. If you were more skeptical, like you have to believe in your own opinions, but you also have to be skeptical of your own opinions. Because if you just believe everything that you think to believe from everything that you hear, you're gonna end up being stubborn. Like you have to be able to question everything that's going on around you in the situation, or the whatever is being spoken about, or whatever's going on. You have to be able to question everything and pay attention to everything that's going on and the context of the situation. Then you have to be aware of your own personal biases, whatever the fuck how you say that. You have to do that, reflect on yourself, and then determine if that opinion that you were coming up with in that situation is valid, or like not twisted in some way. And I feel like that's just, I mean, it's hard. It is hard that like you're constantly checking everybody around you and yourself to formulate your own opinions. It is very hard. So I get why it has gotten swept under the rug. But I guess I really wanted to focus more on the like just like doing like instead of looking, because I've done this so much. This I got a little off track there, but the point here was I've done this so much where I want to learn about something. I want to research something, figure it out, whether it's something in my life that I'm trying to fix or add into my life, a habit I'm trying to start, whatever. I'll sit there for hours researching the most like optimal way to do this, to eat the food, like everything, just going down these rabbit holes, just sitting there wasting time finding other like I can't tell you how many times I've scrolled through Reddit just trying to find other people that like can that tell me what they did from their experiences, because it is easier. It is easier to go through and look at other people's experiences and then determine your own opinion or how you want to go through the situation. It is easier that way, but it's also not 100% accurate. Like, instead of looking at what happens, like, oh, what happens if you eat like this for 30 days, do it. That like, and it's hard, it is, but how about instead of like, because I've done this where it's like, oh, I want to start eating better, what should I eat, what diet, there's so many diets, I look at all these different options, I look at these people and their experiences. But why is that my first instinct? Why can't I just do it? Like, okay, I'm gonna try it for 30 days. I'm like figuring it out for myself, because everything affects everybody differently. Everybody responds to everything differently. So when it comes to things like that, it is the smartest choice is to just do it your damn self and figure it out. And that's something that I struggle with a lot, because it's a lot easier to sit there and research and listen to other people's experiences than actually do the thing yourself. Yeah, that was, I guess, the point. That was the point. I had a couple of good examples. Um, and some of it in like I don't know. Hold on, let me think of a good example for a second. Oh, all right, video game example, which I guess that's not a good idea because it might not really get to everybody who's watching. But like, what's the best sensitivity to use? What's the best controls to use, or whatever? Just figure it out. Fuck with it. Experiment. Like that's what the point. Like that is what I'm trying to get to. Is like people don't try things anymore. We're so scared of messing up or wasting time or being like trying to reach this fucking ideological perfectionist whatever the hell. All right, that we don't just have fun with it. We don't experiment. We don't just because like when you experiment with things, you learn more rather than listening to somebody's subreddit. All right, reading their fucking essay that they wrote. All right, reading that and then looking at the problem that you're trying to figure out and then applying what you heard from them to yourself to then determine what you want to do in that situation. It's just convoluted. It doesn't make sense. if you just went through the process, the steps on your own, which takes longer, it's a lot more work, especially if you're trying to do something healthier that is going to improve your life. It's generally harder. It does suck because then you know, it's already hard to do the thing, and then you're also figuring it out for your own. But it's like making mistakes. You have to make mistakes to learn. You have to experiment to learn what's going to work best for you. You have to fall down to get up. Like and that's the point. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like don't waste your time trying to optimize or perfect the things you want to do. Just start doing it. Just start doing it. Just figure it out for yourself. Because eventually, if you just keep trying and you keep doing the thing, you'll figure out what works for you. And you'll be so much happier if you actually went through the steps and the process yourself. I guess you could call it like a scientific method of where trial and error and figuring out what works. Because you will find the most optimal thing for you. Whatever you're trying to figure out, whatever you're trying to do, you will find the most optimal path or routine or way of doing something for you. And that is so much better than what you would be able to do by just researching and then testing, put your foot in the water here and there, whatever. Just do the hard way. Go do the hard way. Like just start doing it. Experiment, change it up, keep track of what you're changing, fucking whatever. And eventually you'll find what works for you. And I guess the reason that I wanted to even make a video about that, or like why I'm passionate about it, is because it's something that has helped me up a lot. I've spent so much time like drawing, like something that is supposed to be so freeing and artistic and creative. I've wanted to draw for years. I'm all right, not the best, but I can use a pencil, all right. But I would sit there looking up how to draw, like how to get better at drawing. What the fuck? What? That doesn't make sense. It's art. It's creativity. It doesn't matter if you're good at it. Like, and that is kind of going in a similar direction with a different idea. Like that's what I'm saying. I've wasted so much time and ruined things for myself trying to figure out the best way to do it through other people. And that's just do what you want to do and determine what works best for you. And you can apply that to everything. Everything. Diet, hobbies, careers, literally everything you do. You can apply this idea to that and you will be better for it. I hope. Maybe I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, fucking tell me, alright? Alright, I think I got my point across there. Yeah. I think I said what I wanted to say. Yeah. This is tough making these videos talking. I really got to get some scripts, some bullet points going. But yeah, that's I hope that came out coherently enough for someone to understand. If people do watch this, because this is pretty pinpoint specific topic that I'm trying to talk about. So I'd love as much feedback, if whoever does see this, as much feedback as you can give. Yeah, I hope this finds somebody that can appreciate what I'm saying and that it might actually help them. Because, like I said, I've struggled with that issue so much. I've wasted so much time in that headspace where you're like, I want to do this thing, but I want to do it right. It's like, no. You got to just do it until you figure out what's right for you. And yeah, that was the point of this. That's what I wanted to get across, and I hope I did it. Yeah, if you did watch this and you enjoyed, thank you. Leave a like, subscribe, give me constructive feedback, whatever. Don't care. Try and be nice, but it don't really matter. And yeah, I hope everybody's having a great day. Just keep living life. Yeah. All right. See you guys.